Why
Oh,
can't
he's
I-
recording now.
I'm not
Yeah,
recording.
he's a
that.
progressive
It's
Christian.
Just a stream, but yeah, I can
It's just a stream.
potentially. Yeah.
Clip. He's gonna clip your butthole.
I can clip you. I have the availability to clip you, I guess.
Oh,
With
well,
availability? Yeah, but
please don't clip me.
would it be availability?
I can clip you. What'll happen when I clip you? Oh, hold on.
Oh, no.
Let everybody know.
Hi, Amender.
Only
Why
because
are you so
asked
late
not to.
online?
Hi, Amender. Hi.
Why
Hello.
are you that late online? Oh, Silver Strike, you're so attractive.
What?
Wild.
What? It's true, he is attractive. He's a good-looking man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Better than Amender.
Ouch.
No strong statement here.
I can
Right.
can see what Magnus sees in you. I don't see it.
I mean,
but can
if
see
you
what
could
Magnus
see it, if you could see me now, you would see like how I spill out my tongue like in direction like towards the.
No, that's a joke on
That's
Magnus,
weird.
not on you. Or,
How
yeah.
do I how do I ban Magnus?
I'm feeling silly today.
So-
Just chill.
Amender, you said you're
Bruh,
streaming.
like, what the-
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
he's streaming. Oh, forget. Sorry, I'm sorry.
What would you like to discuss?
Discuss
These
whatever you
nuts.
like. I'm
Because
an
remember,
open
as
book.
Magnus stated, you're talking to a above average looking man right now.
All right.
So I will let you know, I might have to mute myself intermittently. I am sick right now. There's a virus going around, and I caught it. It sucks, but
Yeah.
He must be from Florida.
Let's see.
Dude, I
I'm
live in
in
Florida
Denver.
and I got smoker's cough.
Where's my restream thing? Sorry.
Hope you get soon well.
Sorry,
Thank you,
let me get
thank
my
you.
Restream chat so I can actually keep up with the chat.
What?
Oh,
And,
I don't see
can
the fucking
somebody
thing.
who
Okay,
is
I
a
don't know. I don't
Christian
want to
or-
debate. I just want to draw together. Hell yeah, let's debate. Or draw, sorry.
So
Hell yeah,
do
let's
you
draw.
want to
Oh, you
debate or
want
you
to
just
draw?
want to chill and talk about things?
Pepper, what are you doing?
Wait, are you
Why
not? Are you
fucking
not
doing
at work
stuff?
today?
No, I'm on vacation. I keep telling you this.
Every
wait,
day.
He's
On
got a week.
vacation?
He's got 1 week.
How long? How long do you have vacation?
It's ending on Monday. By Monday, yeah, I'm gonna.
So
back to
2
work.
weeks.
Yeah, I had 2 weeks. Yeah.
Lucky.
Nice.
And you getting paid while what?
Yes.
Okay, great.
You'd be lucky that you even get 2 weeks. You gotta put in hours just to get 2 weeks. You'd be even luckier if you even get 1 week. And that's just be you
I
sitting
would-
at home, be like, all these squares make a circle.
I'm holding
I had a
here.
3-day
I'm giving her.
weekend.
I'm giving
That's
her
about all.
holdies. We're holding. How are you doing, Pepper? Are you okay? She's so upset.
I had a
She's
3-day
so upset.
vacation weekend.
You had a 3-day vacation.
I did.
Okay, Peppers. Come here.
That sounds like you had a part-time job and you only got like 3 days off each week.
I barely. No,
You're free to go. Sorry, Pepper.
I have a full-time job and I
Oh,
barely ever
so
get.
Amender, I have great news for you. You'll love this. Open up Google Maps on your phone or on the computer.
No,
it is
I
officially
hate this.
renamed to the Gulf of America.
That is
Technically.
so fucking dumb.
Technically,
That's
it's renamed to the Gulf of Mexico (parentheses the Gulf of America) on other
I
sites.
mean,
other
that's
than
not so
Apple.
new.
Not
Yeah,
Apple,
they're
Google.
probably just like, this
How
is the
that
current name,
good
this is the
news?
floor name.
It's just literally freaking stupidity. Rain
But wait,
says, oh. Rain is
Actually
saying,
makes more
Amender, you are
sense.
much more quiet than the other speakers on the voice call. Am I really?
But
No,
wait,
you
I
talk a
thought
lot.
Maybe.
the Gulf of Mexico. I thought the Gulf of Mexico
I
was
thought
assigned to.
It's supposed
first.
to be at 100. Toaster.
No.
Oh.
The fuck?
Let me try. Hold on.
What the fuck? Put the mouth in the mic.
Volume mixer.
I'll put my mouth in your mic.
That's disgusting, sir.
What?
Sounds.
That's bro.
Sounds.
And Amanda calls me weird.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
I'm
are
surprised
weird,
you even
bro.
said ugh.
You say
It's okay to
weird.
do it
You
every
say
once in
weird
a while.
shit, bro.
But when you
I mean,
make it,
bro,
your
like,
come in, you
putting,
come out of
putting your
nowhere,
mouth
you-
into another guy's microphone, it's like
Yeah, but you're the
using
one-
someone else's
you're-
toothbrush.
Oh my
That's
god.
disgusting.
But you're the one, like,
call him Logan Paul.
literally as soon as the stream started, you're just like, wow, you are such a beautiful man.
Yes.
Well, it's true. I'm a good-looking guy,
Unironically
and it's true.
average.
You know it's true.
I would definitely call my homie beautiful.
Just saying. Like,
Exactly.
why does it always
A lot
start?
of people are beautiful.
Hold on.
Wait, they're
Um,
saying
Amanda
that they
Amander's
can't
just
hear me.
jealous. He's
Why
just
can't they hear me?
jealous.
Can y'all not
Amanda,
hear
are
me?
you?
No, we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
Vedic says, not sure whether Mender replied to me. April Cox says, do you think MDD purposely picks the most repulsive people for drama and views? Yes. Yes, 100%. Yes.
Mic
No, you
is
can hear you.
turned up for the viewers because we can hear you. I'm not sure about them. If they're asking,
can hear you.
can we hear them?
It's just quiet.
Wait, am I quiet?
No, you're
So you have a-
constantly talking.
Well, now we
And
have
that's not
some
me
contempt.
shit. That's
right
me
now.
literally being like facts.
Oh wait, no, you're only quiet because I'm on my
Vedic
mobile.
says
Right.
others are louder than you. Your volume is comparatively low, they say. That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it might be. Then yeah, check that for yourself then.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, my bad. If I was talking over you, my bad. I'm half deaf as it is.
I turned it down to 81% for Discord. Is that better? Why am I quiet? I haven't changed
for the
any
stream to catch up.
settings. No settings have been changed.
Did you switch your
check.
mic?
Hold on. We have some contempt now, Amanda. Are you stating that I am not good looking? Is that your assertion?
What?
So,
No.
Amanda, are you using OBS to stream?
Yes, I am.
That was my next question.
So with that, you can like within the scene settings, you can change like what audio your device is transmitting from, like let's say your outputs essentially, right? So you can change the levels with that, which should help you.
Yeah.
I used to stream from OBS years ago, and I always had to check like the sound for my laptop and my microphone, and only had a headset with a microphone built into it.
Is this better, or am I still quiet? I shouldn't be quiet. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm looking at my levels and it appears to be normal.
I can't tell. The delay is way too long.
I don't know, whatever. Fuck it. I'm just
Did you change your mic?
No.
That's
no,
good,
I'm saying like, did you
good
go
question.
to your good mic?
Did I what?
Are you on your good mic?
So like make sure that your microphone settings is to the one you're using. Otherwise, if you change it to a different microphone thing, then it may not work.
Okay, Rain
'Cause
says
I
it's
ran into
better.
a problem.
Rain says it's better. So I'm assuming it's
Oh, well.
better now. Though I'll be honest, I have not changed a single setting in
have the settings
like
changed
from
too.
the last stream to this stream. So I just don't understand why like it would be like, oh, let's just make it different. Even though like no
I'll write down like I would like if I were you, I would write down the settings you have it on. Like not the exact number. I mean, you
but it
tweak with
saves
that
the
how you
settings on
will.
its own. Like I don't need to do that.
That forever. So I mean, like I would write it down nonetheless because even if it is saved on your computer, sometimes something can happen and then it won't be saved no more.
I mean, yeah, it is a good idea to record your settings so that if it does
It's
like
not that
default-
big of a deal. Like I could always
I mean, if you don't want to, if you don't want to run into the,
April
the
Cox
problem over and
says, is
over
your
again.
Discord voice chat publicly available? Yes, it is publicly available. Anybody can walk in here, but just FYI, you are being recorded. People can clip you. They can do all sorts of stuff with your
It
stuff.
doesn't
So,
work.
yeah, just
Tell
be,
you
be
how
aware
you-
of that. That's the only thing.
Not in all the lives, just if live. Or brain.
But yes, it is open to the public. It's the Modern Day Debate Discord. Rain says,
the
yeah,
URL to
audio
Modern
can
Day
just be glitchy sometimes. Yes. I don't know why, though, it would just randomly change. I guess it's just kind of weird that it would do that when nothing is really different, if that makes any sense.
Obviously, just doesn't like you.
When I was using OBS, I had to turn down my sensitivity from my microphone because I naturally talk so loud. I used to be on VR chat, and I would yell in horror games for no reason.
Vedic says, prefer to be here on YouTube. Yes, you could stay on YouTube. It's fabulous for me because that helps with the views. Because I'm still like a really, really tiny YouTuber, and I'm still trying to like build an audience. So with hopefully with time, I have a lot of haters, which fine. I don't really care. Like I don't really think about them all that much. I just like making good content. I like hanging out and I like debating. And if you're here for that vibe, that's what this is. Right now, I am working on a drawing for, it's a map for my tabletop role-playing game that I've been working on for a really, really long time. I could probably switch over just to, I don't know, maybe to a video game, but I don't know. People seem to really like my drawings. Vedic says, I appreciate what you do. I really appreciate that because holy crap, I have a lot of haters. Sometimes it helps to just hear it. I honestly couldn't believe it. Like, I was basically like shitting on right-wingers for like being unhinged fucking crazy people in a video. Like, it's a fully edited video and it's like one of my most downvoted videos. I'm like astonished actually that it's like these people are being like literal pieces of trash, like on like in public, like sitting there saying like, oh, give me your citizenship status, and just like being an overall horrible person. And somehow I get downvoted because I'm calling out the ridiculous thing that they're doing. Which is like...
No, you get not downvoted. I think not that you're getting actually downvoted for the thing that you're calling these people out. I think you get downvoted for that the way you do it, like that. I don't know how to tell you.
I mean, I'm just simply laughing at the fact that these people are fucking crazy.
I mean, people could say the same about you, and there's more of them than your
April Cox says, how do I find the voice chat? Am I being dense? Yeah, I mean, you just have download Discord,
You go on the server,
and then when you have Discord downloaded, you can join discord.gg/modern day debate, and then from there you can scroll down till you can see the chat that says streaming live, and you just click that and you can get right in. That's how you do it. In other news, you know, it's so funny, man. People are weird. Like, when you announce, like, oh, hey, guys, I got 400 subs now. Yay, now we can do the stream. As soon as I announced that, I like, lost, like, 3 subs. I was like, all right, cool. I thought that was funny. I was just like, all right, they're just like being spiteful. They're just like, oh, God, this guy's doing well. I don't want him to do well. What are
really fucking stupid.
How you doing, Titan?
Really, really bad. Okay, Chaos
really bad.
was saying a lot of stupid shit about how he's a centrist, and it was really easy to figure out.
Yeah.
He was bitching about cancel culture earlier, and having a centrist explain that he said he's pro-choice, and having him to explain why he believes that a fetus is a life but it is not considered a person is a really fucking funny thought experiment to experience in real time.
That sounds very contradictory right there.
Centrists are so fucking stupid because they have no actual moral axioms that they can ground their political ideology in. And it's like, okay,
I mean, what is quite funny?
Why exactly is a fetus not a person? Could you explain that? I mean, I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-abortion, actually. Fucking kids. Having them explain.
What is quite funny for me is
it's just awesome.
What's quite funny for me is that you Americans were pretty much more progressive about like abortion that it was for a long time legal in your country. I mean, in Germany it was never legal; it was only decriminalized.
So Vedic said, when do we get to see you do the 400 sub thing? Yes. So I've already ordered the soda. It's coming. I believe it's going to be sometime next week. I believe is when I get the soda, but I will announce it. I'll let it. I mean, if you're not in my notification Discord, I highly recommend going there because then you know when I'm actually streaming. Because I'm very sporadic in my streaming. Thankfully, because of like vacation and stuff, I've been more consistent with because I have more time. But I'll go ahead and I'll link the Discord here for people to access. It's all it is just a notification server. It just lets you know like, hey, I'm streaming. Now that you know I'm streaming, you can join. Anyway.
Wait, what was
Hello,
what was the point of you doing like the high pitch like nice was like, hey, we're doing the subscriber, and then all of a sudden like halfway through like your voice lowered down to like where it normally
Hey,
is?
Amender, someone joined your channel here.
What?
Why'd you do that, Amender?
Eklund
I don't know.
rejoined. Is that one of you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm just drawing.
Hello.
Hello. How do I? Euclid Freak.
Yeah, so I'm April on the YouTube chat. I finally found it.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hi. Yeah, I just got. Oh, I don't want to like take over. You guys carry on.
Yeah, I mean we're just fucking around. Like there's no debate going on right now, so
It's kind of like a
we're just gonna be hanging out and just anybody who wants to have a conversation, we can.
Cool. Centrists are so
What I would
fucking
like to see,
stupid.
Amanda,
What is wrong with
is,
centrists? Fuck, they're all so dumb.
I gotta update my title. It says Tuesday drawing, but it's Wednesday.
Tuesday sounds
Could you like?
Okay, so
Amender,
Rain
question.
says, how come you don't create a VC and debate space in your own Discord? Okay, that is a fabulous question. Yeah, so I did used to run my own Discord, but the amount of like drama and like trouble that happens by making your own Discord and the fucking like, just like the level of fucking just shit that happens as a result of like having a Discord. You get this like giant target on your back. I mean, people, they lose their fucking mind over like permissions on Discord. And I'm just like, okay, you know, it was like, I was finding myself spending like just about every waking minute, like trying to like manage this Discord. And I just came down to the conclusion that it's like, this is not healthy for me. I need to not do this. And so after a while I was like, all right, no more. I literally gave up my Discord. I was like, I got it to about 2,000 members and I gave it up. And so, yeah, from here on out, I don't manage Discords. I don't like managing them. You know, the entire purpose of my notification server is just so people know when I'm streaming, and that's it. That's all I'm doing, right? If you want to join a Discord where people debate, go to Modern Day Debate. That's why I do this. It's just not worth the fucking headache.
Amanda,
you're not streaming.
If you would decide to do again like a Discord, Amanda, I would offer you that like just put me in charge like as the owner, and I don't care. I don't care if people come to me and complain about anything.
You don't want that. I'm telling you.
You don't
want this.
I don't care.
You don't want it. I
Bro,
promise
I don't
you. Right? I promise you, it's not worth it.
No, I don't care. I just don't care if someone is complaining about
you don't understand. People will find where you live. They will start like fucking contacting your friends, relatives, people just because they don't like you.
Ah, good. Look, I don't have friends.
All right. Yeah, you do. What about that one German guy?
I have a tiny footprint. I have a tiny footprint. I kept my footprint so tiny you can't put my real name into
it's just not
Google,
worth it, bro. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Not worth it.
Why do you care that people know you're in Detroit?
I even put my Facebook account back then under an alt name.
Just telling you, man, it ain't worth it. Just
I have my own server currently with like 100 members, and like it's just a friendship server, and we just hang out there. I mean, like if you would if you would like having a place where you're just streaming, I mean, I would offer you to go there and stream
Modern
there
day
and having your
debate,
own
bro.
channel. I make
That's
you
where I'm
admin
at.
everything.
I'm in modern day debate. That's what I do. I do it here on modern day debate. I don't
No,
need
I just say
any
like,
mod
I don't
status or
care.
nothing. I could just do my thing and not focus on a fucking Discord server. It's just not worth it.
Is it worth it, Amanda?
Rain says some people live for it. Haha. I know full-time mods. LOL. Yeah, it's fucking it's so fucking cringe. Like people are just like stuck like managing a Discord server and they get like a kick out of the fact that they're like that they have power over you. And it's like when I started thinking about like what it means to like run a Discord server, I was just like, you know, the name Discord is fucking perfect because by its very nature, its permission structure, it basically causes there to be discord, like a discordant situation. So
That's a good kind of Discord.
yeah, like not good either. Yeah, it's like, okay, so here's the thing, right? You have like owners who basically control all of the permissions, and then there's like the underlings, moderators, right, who ultimately end up fighting because, you know, one guy gets modded and another guy gets demodded or whatever.
Somebody gets banned.
Yeah, or somebody gets banned that was like their friend or whatever. It's inevitable. It causes discord, right? And so that's kind of like my concern. I don't want to manage it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the fucking bullshit. It's a fucking pain in my ass.
So you're saying it's not worth it?
It's not worth it. Yes.
What if you were paid $1 million a month?
Yeah, now it's worth it.
Then yeah, it would be worth it.
Mender just doesn't have that dog in him. That's why he gave up on the server.
Well, I used to have that. I did have that dog in me for a while. It just was like the amount of time and effort that I was putting into it was just not worth the juice wasn't worth the squeeze is basically what it came down to.
Sorry, what was that?
The juice is not worth the squeeze. Haven't you ever heard of
The
that?
problem was always that you were not delegating.
The
You were
juice?
not delegating your stuff.
Yes,
Amanda.
I was.
You should delegate
Magnus,
stuff.
Magnus, do you honestly
No.
believe that I am incapable of delegating? Of course I delegated.
Yeah.
Oh, you just delegated.
Yes, I believe that.
Yep.
I believe
No,
that
you guys
because
are-
you
you
were
guys-
always
you have no idea what you're
intervening
talking
and,
about.
Always let,
I know exactly what I'm talking about. You delegated to the wrong people.
That's true. Now that part is true. Yes, but I did delegate. Like I know how to delegate. It's just it was delegated to the wrong people. For sure.
I mean, bro, I was leading raids, like online raids in an MMO, and I was reading a PvP
totally
raids.
the same
You
thing.
know, like sometimes I had like 3 raids at my hand, like 120 people.
Did you have Leroy
Rain
Jenkins on your
says
team?
that they've always loved that expression. The juice is not worth the squeeze. Yes. I do like that expression. It's a good expression.
Magnus, did you have Leroy Jenkins on your team
Leroy.
during your raid?
No. But I was 18 years old, bro. I was too young to deal with that, and I actually made one day. I was so angry at a player that I made him cry in front of like 120 people.
That sounds terrible. Like you're very
Yeah,
terrible.
sounds like you're a
I
bad
was an
leader.
asshole. I was an asshole. I was a completely asshole.
Damn, that guy.
Typically, the worst leaders or the best leaders are kind of assholes. They get shit done. Sad.
I mean, I was always getting shit done. I mean, at least we were raiding like two cities in World of Warcraft, 2 horde cities.
I never played World of Warcraft, so I don't know about that.
World of Warcraft's overrated as fuck. It's not as bad as
Every
Star Wars.
every time I play
Being
World of
overrated.
Warcraft, it always
Pretty
turns
bad.
into one thing. It's a job.
These nuts.
I mean,
It becomes a job.
one
every
thing-
fucking time, dude. There's not a single moment where, and it doesn't matter what expansion I pick, right? It ultimately ends up in it's a job.
That's why I told you should try the game I'm playing with Star Wars: The Old Republic. The storyline is so awesome. It's so awesome.
I enjoyed that game. I just didn't enjoy paying
It's
for it.
such an awesome storyline, and it's free to play.
It is, but you don't get all the good stuff if you don't pay. like sprint.
I don't want
another
another MMO, bro. Don't make me play an MMO. I don't want to play in an MMO.
Dude, MMOs are awesome.
MMOs are great, but they're just like they don't respect your time.
They really don't. And it's great if you have 1 billion hours on your fucking. You're just some lazy ass motherfucker who sits at home doing nothing. That's fine.
I mean, it was awesome. It would be awesome, good for your stream. I think like that's a game you could easily stream by like enjoying the story.
I have no idea why you're slamming down on, hey, let's do the MMO when I've made it clear to you that no, I don't want to play an MMO.
They're very backseat games.
If there's an MMO that I would play, it would probably just be RuneScape, but that's about it. Oh shit!
That's boring.
I made some rice. I have to collect that rice. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Terrible made? Like, it is in it.
April, where are you from?
Hi, I'm in the south of England. How about you guys?
Hi, I'm in Florida right now.
I'm from the greatest country on earth called Germany.
Hell yeah, Germany's awesome. I love Germany.
Are you? Can I ask you? I mean, may I ask you? I'm just curious. Are you trans?
Yeah. That's kind of how I found First Amender, because a few days ago he had a debate where he's with.
Yeah, he fights a lot with trans people.
Yeah, so that's why I was drawn to him. I think he's really great, but I have some sort of critiques and criticism. What?
What is your critique about trans people?
Calm down.
All right, I have 5 minutes remaining for my rice.
Is your rice gonna be wet or super dry?
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
No, you're terrible.
I make good rice. My rice is good.
Tell us.
So April,
tell
you
us,
have
your
critiques on my
trans
trans arguments? I'd love to hear it.
No, I don't mean that. I would say it's more broadly a sort of debate style.
Okay.
So when I first watched you, it was only like 2 or 3 days ago. I really enjoyed it. It was very satisfying. but at the same, because we're all on the same team because I'm trans and
yeah,
I understand all the constant attacks. But at the same time, I suppose I would have to ask, what was your purpose going on these debates? Was it to just blow off steam? Because if that's the case, then great job. It was really satisfying. Or was it to convince the audience, or was it to convince your opponents?
I mean, I would have to say, like, I don't think that, like, the modern day debate, like, things actually really do anything. Right? It's ultimately, like, if you just, like, I'm just to be shallow, it ultimately just brings viewers. That's what it is. Right? Like,
oh, it's like advertising for you and everything.
Yes. That's effectively what it is for me.
Yeah.
And I know it's like
exactly.
Yeah. But like with that being said, like I do have a genuine like there's like an old libertarian soul still in me, even as a Democrat, where the what I'm concerned with is that I've noticed in the United States we're curtailing basic inalienable rights and stomping on them based on like some perceived thing that they cannot control. And so I am staunchly against that because I don't believe that you can actually make a better society by stomping on individual rights. In fact, the exact opposite happens where life literally gets worse, because when you're stomping on individuals' rights, then what happens is that they can't like contribute to that society. And because they can't contribute to the society, it just basically means like less economic activity and lower quality of living, right? That's basically what it comes down to. And seeing people just kind of like argue against trans people because like, I don't know, they don't want their fucking kids to get transed, as if that's even how that works. They really ultimately it just comes down to wanting to hate on trans people because it makes them uncomfortable. And so I want to fight against that, like very, very vehemently. It drives me insane. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying, and I understand your passion. But I guess I like the way I would if I were to go on modern day debate, which I would not do. I'm not prepared for that, but I probably would have taken like, slightly more of a Amy Newman approach because she was very like cordial, and I know it's like so frustrating because especially for me because I have skin in the game, right? And so does Amy.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of like optics and for the audience, if you're matching the shittiness, the toxicity of your opponents, then I personally don't think you're doing any favors. Even though it's very satisfying to do.
The problem is during Amender's Andrew Wilson debate, he tried to kill Andrew with kindness, and that did not fucking work. He got BTFO'd, even though he was right. He still lost the debate because Andrew just brought more energy, and he was more violent about his beliefs.
Exactly.
And so, like, at the end of the day,
so like, but then as soon as like I go, like, I basically adopt the same exact energy. All of a sudden, they're just like, well, you got to calm down. You know. But here's the thing, right? At the end of the day,
how women feel.
These people they're not playing fair, right? They're not interested in hearing your position as to why trans people exist. They don't want to hear the endocrinological findings. They don't want to know what the, what are the neurochemistry involved in the differences of trans people and non-trans people. They don't want to like understand like the basic human rights. They just want to hate trans people. And I am perfectly okay with just completely just going apeshit on these people, because ultimately I think these people, they're arguing something that is ultimately destructive and evil. And I'm tired of pretending like that we're on the same playing field when we're not. We never were.
Yeah, no, I agree with all that. So you did establish that you like it's not for your opponents.
Real quick, I do have to get that rice. It has been 5 minutes. So just give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Not even 5 minutes. Fucking 2 minutes. Just give me like a
Your super wet or super dry rice. Is that what you're going for? He has to go get his super wet or super dry rice because that's all he can make. Sorry, this is a long-seated argument between me and him. He made fun of my rice one day.
Oh, I see. And you took it personally, and
yes.
Just get a rice cooker. It's like magic. It just takes care of it for you.
It does. You're right.
And you can make like pulao in there. Put some spices in there. Like it's so easy. It's like magic.
So did you guys know the rice cooker was actually invented way before people think? It was invented in World War II. It's called the atom bomb.
Okay,
God damn it!
That's really hilarious. Good.
That was a slow cooker. That I see what I did there. Sorry. I didn't mean that. That's terrible.
Has it been long enough that we can laugh at that? Or I don't know the rules.
Okay. Is it worse that I made the joke, or that the U.S. dropped a nuke on Japan? Which one's worse? Which one's worse?
Definitely the dropping of the bomb.
Oh yeah.
And the joke.
Well, would you look at that?
Not saying the joke is like perfect, but still, it made me laugh, and I feel bad now.
It's okay to laugh at those kinds of jokes, like World War II jokes. I'm Jewish. I give you permission.
Thank you.
Oh, so Holocaust jokes are all okay then? Because I've got a big list of them. Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, until I'm allowed to use the T slur in a joke, you can't make Holocaust jokes.
Damn, got him.
I feel like that's a fair trade.
Stop shilling for comedy.
For who?
Comedy.
Oh.
I got this thing's like 100 pounds. So he was lying when it said more than or less than 2 minutes.
Amender? Lying?
Okay, I'm back. So
I think Amender's worse than 60 now.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about
Amender's
like.
the worst lying?
Let me give you an example. There was a guy last night that I was arguing with, and they were saying how we need to do everything we can to stop Hamas, and if that kills, people, well, that's just the cost of war. You kind of have to do that. And one of them was arguing, well, we need to be able to like offer them a show of force. That's unironically what they said. They're like, oh, we need to give them a show of force. And so my answer to that was, well, I'm waking up every single morning and I can see like Gaza and how it's basically rubble and there's like broken toys on the ground. There's only one way you can have broken toys on the ground, right? The answer is you're killing civilians, you're killing children. Right.
I mean,
and I sat there and I pointed that out, right? I pointed out that concept, and their answer, one of the people that was arguing against me answered, well, yeah, you have to kill 5-year-olds.
Wild.
I was like, okay, so you're a monster. You're just a monster. You're a horrible human being. And I don't believe that that I should owe you any level of respect because you're just a fucking piece of garbage.
Thanks.
Like, what am I, like, how am I supposed to argue with these people and act like that they're on even playing field? They're not. They never were. Wait, why do we pretend like, oh, let's be polite to these people? No, let's not be polite to these people. Let's fucking blow this shit up in their face. They're monsters.
So, yeah, I agree with that, but like, on like principle, but in terms of like utility, like what is more beneficial for, say, the audience of a modern day debate, do you think?
Honestly, being fucking inflammatory is what is most beneficial because the audience gets a kick out of it.
Sure, I mean, you're putting on a show, aren't you, really?
I think it's just planting the seed is the best thing you can do.
That's about it, I suppose. Let me see here. So, let's see. Rain says, I think it takes a very careful touch when you find a soft part in their argument, you bite and bite hard and don't let go. Otherwise, the calm and stoic makes it much harder to be criticized. Yeah, I mean, in general, I'm in agreement with you. I guess like I get really upset knowing that it's like these people, by being super hateful online, they're making money. Like off of like the suffering of other people. They're making money on that. And it's like when you really like break that down, it's like these people are like no better than like the Nestle Corporation fucking like forcing children to get cocoa, right? Because it's like it's beneficial for them. They're no different.
That's
like why
not true.
Like
what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's at that level. No, it's at that level.
No,
I believe
no,
that.
It's not.
How?
What are you talking about?
How?
Dude, because the fucking Nestle Corporation is enslaving and killing millions of people.
Okay, but I'm saying that they are gaining, right, off of the suffering of other people. Right?
Yeah, but it's different, Bender.
Okay, I mean, obviously it's orders of magnitude higher for the Nestle Corporation. But I'm simply pointing out that it's the same spirit. It's the same concept. And it's like these people are gross. Why do we pretend like, hey, let's hear them out. Let's act like that these people are like are reasonable individuals. They're not.
Amender. Nobody likes making the Coke. Everybody likes drinking the Coke.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your argument, right?
Yes.
You say that.
Yes.
So, I
don't know what that has to do with my current argument.
It does.
I don't understand.
I don't either. It's okay.
Let's see here. Go ahead. I give you permission. Start saying it everywhere you go. Say it to strangers. Red Mag says, I mean, where planning takes place, chips fall. So it's clearly there's some collateral damage. Yes, there's collateral damage. But what these people are doing is that they are instigating the collateral damage. Like my answer was, hey, we need to initiate a ceasefire. We need to continue the ceasefire and then continue negotiations in order to fix the problem. And their answer is, well, we've done ceasefires. They don't work. I'm like, bruh, every fucking minute that there's a ceasefire, that's lives saved. Every fucking minute. And like these people act like that, like, oh, that doesn't matter. Who cares? Like it's just going to go back to, yeah, but you're saving lives in the moment. Like it's completely idiotic. I fucking hate these people, dude. I really do. I hate them. I hate them. I feel like I'm like the only person on the internet that actually argues like basic human decency. And then meanwhile, you've got like these fucking right-wing chuds that's got like fucking 100K plus subscriber counts. Right? And they're just being like a giant fucking hateful piece of garbage and they're making money off of it. I hate them.
Argue it too.
Yeah, well, you're a right-wing piece of garbage chud. So fuck you. Fuck you.
When?
Fuck you.
When?
The way to win on these people is to not take them seriously and act stupid to make them like really mad.
I don't believe that.
Aren't you stupid though?
Like there'll be one time where like someone is wasting their time being serious with me on like a stupid point, and like they'll give like a huge like philosophical like speech about it, and I'll just say stuff like, "That's what you think. I eat my cereal."
This is ridiculous. This is what I mean. Since when do we negotiate with terrorists? I fucking hate this point. We talk to the people who fund the terrorists, not the terrorists themselves. We don't need to actually engage with fucking Hamas on concessions. What we can do is that you can talk to those that actually fund Hamas, such as Saudi Arabia and Iran, and actually engage in peace talks and negotiation, and then cut the head of the snake, right? That's what you do, right? But that's, obviously like an instance of like using basic understanding and diplomacy and actually getting shit done and saving the overall Palestinian lives. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, it's not about saving them. They're killing them because they're different skin color. That's what the Republicans want.
I read somewhere apparently that most right-wingers, especially those like big Trumpers out there, aren't very well educated on average. So they don't know
no way. What? Where what? Where did you get did you get that?
No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
No way. What?
You'd be surprised, like the joy of like sitting back, watching the two sides like arguing, wasting your time, and doing your research and just picking up on stuff.
I think it's fake news.
Ever since Trump became president, I've just adopted this lifestyle of like, just because there are two monkeys screaming and wasting their time on each other doesn't mean that you need to become a monkey and waste your time too. Just sit back and watch it.
I'm starting a YouTube channel, so I am literally one of those monkeys.
I guess a less racist way, like it could be pronounced, is like that. When the two clowns are like engaging in the circus, you don't go in there to like engage with them or be part of it. You just sit back and enjoy popcorn.
But I'm literally the YouTuber that's going to be arguing against these people. Like, I don't know.
No, you just release the bull on them.
Yeah, well, that will be a bunch of shits.
Exactly.
Hold on. Yes, but you can't find common ground when the party that is funding terrorists tries to disarm counter-terrorists. Hold on. You can't find common ground when the party that is funding terrorists tries to disarm the counter-terrorists. Yeah, I mean, again,
man?
like it just requires negotiation, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, there's a level of concession that can be made, and I'm not interested in, in ceding like a ton of ground, but that we don't really know until you actually engage in peace talks, right? Sometimes they're very difficult peace talks that take several days to weeks to be able to get anywhere, but that's kind of what is necessary, right? Ultimately, the goal is to save lives.
You also got to remember about regression, because the more they stay away from you, the more they regress back into their old Republican ways.
I don't know. Was that Extremo? Did I hear Extremo?
Hey, it's Extremo. What up, Magnus?
Extremo?
What up, homie? What y'all talking about?
How's the baby coming along?
It's coming on, man.
That's great.
Few more days.
Is it crowning?
What the fuck?
What does that mean?
It's not. It's not. Your wife isn't going into labor right now.
No, not close, but not yet.
Yeah.
But I hopped on because I heard you were talking shit about Republicans, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Love talking shit about Republicans every fucking day, bro. Day in and day out.
What is the shut, bro?
Huh?
What is
Extremely, you're so smart.
I don't think I'm smarter than anybody else, bro. I just feel like I'm observant.
Exactly.
Like, one of the things that Amender tends to do, bro, that I dislike personally, is that he appeals to authority. You know, a lot.
Scientific consensus?
Well,
it says the Trumper.
I literally appeal to a scientific consensus. If you call that an appeal to authority, that's fucking wild.
Well, it can be a fallacy, bro, because, it wasn't...
Let me ask you this, right? Hold on. When you go...
Where it was okay to smoke inside of a car with a
Hold on. When you go... Let me ask you this. When you go to... to talk about your stock portfolio, would you rather talk to, like, I don't know, your taxi cab driver, or would you rather talk to, like, I don't know, a stockbroker?
Stockbroker.
Why? Wait, why?
Because he has experience in the
field.
field.
Okay, but isn't that an appeal to authority?
It can be.
Yeah. Do you think that it's possible that the fact that they know about a particular field, does not therefore revoke, because they have credentials, revoke their arguments because it would be an appeal to authority?
Well, no, because it's dependent on the results, right? Like, if they know about the stock market, well, anybody can know about the stock market, right? Do they?
Yeah, but there's a reason why the taxi cab driver is a taxi cab driver and the stockbroker is a stockbroker.
Right, but just because you're a stockbroker doesn't mean you're a good stockbroker. In the same way that you.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying that the stockbroker is likely going to be better at choosing stocks for you to invest in, as opposed to your taxi cab driver. Do you see my problem? Like,
no.
We don't like when you have like a heart condition and you go to like a cardiologist, we don't like look at you and go, well, that's an appeal to authority. You should talk to Ted instead, who doesn't have any credentials, whatever. Right? Obviously, like, someone can have credentials and it not be an appeal to authority. It just means that there's an authoritative body that makes a claim, and then they have evidence to back it up.
But you're appealing to authority.
He left. Extreme left.
Just because somebody is smart and knows what they're talking about doesn't mean they're right.
It's it's called a non-fallacious appeal to authority. Right? Because the authority actually knows what they're talking about and provide arguments. Just because they have a doctorate doesn't mean, therefore, all of their arguments are now null and void. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The value of their arguments is increased.
Well, that's just completely authority fallacy.
That's gross.
I hope that makes sense.
Did your rice come out super wet or super dry?
They came out perfect because I have a rice cooker.
I made a really funny joke.
Yeah.
It was very offensive.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to watch the VOD.
Okay.
Brother.
You, brother, you. What is that, brother?
All right, so let's see here.
Brother, you.
So I gotta do this side here. God, all these fucking mountains to cover.
So, Amanda, how do you feel about same-sex incest?
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you?
Well, sticking to the same vein, is cloning yourself and having sex with it masturbation or incest?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, what about just fellating your brother? Should that be legal?
Okay.
Eso es todo. No más.
Cállate.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second. I don't speak deported. Okay, can we keep it English?
That's racist.
Do Dora deported. Am I right?
Bruh.
That's terrible.
Well, that's the world we live in right now.
Yep. We live in a world
That was his rice cooker joke earlier, so.
where we deport people for being brown. Are you brown?
Huh?
Therefore, deport.
They like specifically deport the Indian, the brown Indian.
Making American food bland again. That's what Trump's slogan should be.
He just wants to go back to the English colonies.
Red Mag, Rain says, Red Mag, can you break down the demographics on how Hamas came into power if you think you are so informed that you can take the position that genocide is justified? God damn.
That was...
Rain is going for the throat. I'm here for it.
That was a heavy hitter.
I'm here for it.
Pew, 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 pew.
Rain is no longer
That's
rain.
funny.
He is hail. Get it?
Dog. That's crazy. That's so funny.
I never said I was funny.
Oh, I've got a question. If the happy socks starts growing fungus, are you a father?
Are you a father?
What? What are you saying?
This is what you're
If the
saying.
happy sock starts growing fungus, are you a father?
Daddy.
Do you know
Why
what the
does
happy
it
sock
say
is?
that I have 398 YouTube subs, but it shows that I have 400? That's so weird.
Because people unsubbed. That's why.
People are like, oh, brother.
How do I?
Man, subs.
Let me remove it, maybe? No, because that's
Commander,
a
don't let the
stream
fame
label.
go to your head.
Huh?
Don't let the fame go to your head.
Okay.
I had to take a quick call. Sorry about that.
I'll try.
No, Amender is definitely the kind of guy
Do or do not.
to where,
There is no try.
to where he gets 1,000 subscribers and he just throws that in everybody's face. He's like, I have 1,000 subs on YouTube.
But that's great, Amanda. You got 1,000 subscribers.
No, hell no. That would be amazing. I don't have that. I got 400 though.
He-
I'm working on it.
Yes. Well,
getting there.
his ego's inflated just thinking about how.
You
Thanks.
hear
You know what
the
they say,
inflection in
Ro?
his voice?
Rome
I
wasn't
get
built in
happy.
a day,
I do
bro.
get happy knowing that.
One day you will be famous.
Maybe not.
Just to go back though, man, just quickly, man.
Yeah, what you got?
You know, there's quack
bad publicity, Amendo.
Mender will be able to quit his job and become full-time streamer.
Bad publicity is better than no publicity.
See Hitler, yes.
What?
Yeah, maybe not that bad. Jesus Christ! Like, I'm gonna fucking genocide like the fucking Jewish people.
Yeah. I wasn't lying genociding. Let's not.
We're literally just talking about like publicity, like.
Yeah, let's genocide.
Also, like, just FYI, right? I just want to point out, right? I am getting hate because I am calling out like the ridiculousness of the right wing parties throughout the world,
a good show.
Pointing out the problems that exist, like within their parties, right? I'm simply saying,
you're
hey,
hate because you're defending weirdos.
No, I'm no,
oh,
bro. That's what I'm saying, man. They're people just like you and me, right?
I mean, they're humans.
Can you agree that they're people like you and me?
I mean, no, they're not. We're all different.
They're not people.
Whoa,
Trans people aren't people.
Wait a minute.
I mean, they're human beings, bro, but they're not the same as me and you, bro. Well, maybe more like you.
Do they deserve the same rights as you and me?
Yeah, sure.
Based. Okay, so like things like.
So you're a lefty extremo.
So if you think that they deserve the same rights, what do you think about gender affirming therapy? Do they not deserve that?
That's additional rights.
No, it's not. So like, here's the thing, right? I'm not talking about like the government paying for that. What I'm talking about is simply the ability to have access to that if you can pay for it.
I don't think. I mean, look, maybe where you're from, they're doing it, but I don't think anybody.
Do you think that a business has a right to discriminate on the basis of sex?
No, not legally.
Oh, okay. So when you have gender affirming care that is appropriate for minors, right, based on a specific sex, it is appropriate, but if it is another sex, it is not appropriate.
Repeat that again. You're saying.
All right. So let's say, for example, you have a child with precocious puberty, as in that they get puberty 8 to 9 years old. Not appropriate, right? Doesn't generally happen, but it happens, right?
Right.
And so because it's an extremely embarrassing situation to, like, as a boy, 8 or 9 years old, like, start growing like fucking hair in places that you don't expect, and you look like a freak in front of all of your friends. It's extremely damaging, like, from a psychological point of view. So what we do is that we give hormone blockers to these kids that need it. Okay? You following?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so that's for precocious puberty. We also do apply hormone blockers for kids who say they're a boy, right? But then they start growing breasts, right? Because of some sort of hormone deficiency that they're born with. Right? That's appropriate, right?
No.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
so we just force them to grow breasts? We force a boy who feels like a boy to grow breasts.
We're not forcing anybody to do anything.
But you said it's not appropriate, right? You said
they're fat, and because they're fat, they're growing breasts.
No. This is different.
Hold on, slow down.
I'm not talking about a fat kid. I'm not talking about a fat kid. They're growing breasts.
Yeah, let's just say they got a bunch of estrogen in their DNA, or their body produces a bunch of estrogen because of their genetic makeup. Then I don't think it's our place to give them drugs to try to prevent that.
So they should have to grow breasts, basically.
I mean, they were going to.
Is it weird?
Right.
I have a question.
How about this, right? How about this, right? Hot take. Maybe give them the drugs that they need so they don't live like a super fucking embarrassing life, and that increases their suicidal ideation. How about that?
I just want to know how deep that goes. Do you drink coffee, Extremo?
Excuse me?
Do you drink coffee?
I'm drinking coffee right now.
Okay, that alters your chemistry. You understand that, right? Like that alters your mood state. It's not how God intended you to be, right?
Okay.
God didn't intend you to be on uppers, right?
Well, I mean, there's a big difference between somebody
Is there?
ingesting coffee.
It's
Well, yeah,
not.
there's a big difference between somebody ingesting coffee and somebody taking drugs to try to remove the ability for them to get bigger breasts. Because men have this-
In both scenarios, it is someone making changes to their body in order to have a life that's closer to the life they want to live, right? It's really not.
Secondly, well, no, there is, because secondly, I'm also an adult.
Okay, so do you think people should be able to take Adderall?
So children have to suffer because they're children.
No, I think that I mean, we shouldn't be pumping kids with drugs experimentally. Just
It's not experimental.
But it's not an experimental thing. We know that these hormones exhibit do specific behaviors on the body, right? And I'm talking about like a boy, right? They feel like a boy, but they're growing breasts, and it's like, hey doc, can you fucking do anything about my fucking like my fucking jugs? I don't want jugs. I'm a fucking guy. Like I'm upset that I'm growing breasts and I gotta fucking stand there next to other fucking 13-year-old boys and I have to like hide myself and use binders because like I'm so embarrassed of my body. Hey, can you remove these? What can you do about this? Oh, well, we can give you hormones. We can give you mastectomies, right? That's classically. No, but I'm saying that's classically what we do, right? And so here's the problem, right? When we can accept that is an appropriate medication or an appropriate treatment for kids, then under that basis, that would also be the case for trans people, right? But the problem is that when their gender doesn't match with their sex, right? As in, we are now effectively discriminating on the basis of sex, which you said that businesses should not discriminate on the basis of sex, then what you're doing is you're effectively contradicting yourself. Do you see the problem?
Sex and gender are different things, bro. Gender's a construct. It's make
What a progressive idea, Extremo.
This is so progressive. I love
me.
Well, yeah, but that's the reality. But that's the reality, though, right?
I like that.
And like
I appreciate that. He's been watching my videos.
Progressive agenda.
No,
He's been watching my homie's been watching my videos.
No, dude, I haven't been watching your videos. You know, I've been of this opinion for years because of Robin, bro. She's the one that schooled me a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Fair
point is that like at the end of the day, bro, like we're not discriminating against anybody. My position is I don't advocate for giving children the ability to manipulate their body in sophisticated ways like that.
But we do,
I'm
we
okay
do,
with
because like
therapy.
if your boy,
No, because
like okay, think about it this way: what
I
if
just told you,
your
like, if a
kid,
boy
what if your kid who's a
is growing
boy feels like a boy, likes playing as a boy, right? And he's growing breasts through puberty. Wouldn't you want to help them?
I would go to the doctor. And
And then what's the doctor gonna do? Get them on fucking hormones to stop this?
There's a lot of different things you could possibly
Well, that's
do.
okay. That's what they're gonna do.
If a 16-year-old is diagnosed with some pretty severe schizophrenia, to the point that they can't focus in class, they can't hold down relationships, they can't do shit, really. Are you okay with them taking Vyvanse so that they at least don't have the same level of hallucinatory, bullshit?
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. You're equivocating being a trans with schizophrenia, and I guess you're right. I mean, if I could give my kid medicine to try to prevent them from being trans, hell yeah, absolutely. I would want them to be
healthy. I want you to answer the question that I just asked you.
I just did.
No, you didn't. If you're 16 years old and you're struggling in life, extreme struggling, right? You have pretty severe schizophrenia. Is it okay for that 16-year-old, morally, to take Vyvanse?
I answered the question.
Michael Tart. So Michael Tart just says people are not saying you can quote change your sex. This is a common straw man. Yes, 100%. I'm very glad that it's not just me who understands this concept. That there is at no point a change of sex. We're talking about change in gender, which you, Extremo, have already acknowledged. And like, and you could at least empathize with the fact that if your boy started growing breasts and he's feeling embarrassed over the fact that he's growing breasts, right? The doctor is saying, hey, we have a hormone that fixes this problem, right? And so we offer that hormone. I'm not saying government pay for it. I'm saying if you can pay for it, right? Then it should be able to have access to that, right?
These are two completely different situations, bro. In one situation, right, the body is producing too much of a chemical and it's making my straight, not gay son have breast cysts, right? Hypothetically, because my son is not going to have breast cysts because he's not gay. Right? What?
But no. The kid can be completely straight, but then start growing breasts. Hormones are weird. They do weird shit.
If my son hypothetically was saying, "Well, I feel like a woman," right? I would look at him and I'd be like, "Well, you don't have the body parts of a woman. Clearly, you're suffering from a dysphoria."
Talk to a psychologist.
Hang on. I'm curious, Extremo. If you had a kid born intersex, what would you do? Would you be like, "Well,
you'd kill him"?
I don't know if Vyvanse is used for schizophrenia, but Aaron Clark says schizo patients shouldn't take stimulants like Vyvanse.
It depends. Again, all that shit is going to come down to your doctor and what you have. But again, right? I just, Extremo, I want to ask you because you just said something there. Are you under the impression that having more or less estrogen makes you more or less gay?
Yes, he is.
I always like it when like there is really big pause like this. It tells you like that he doesn't know what he's talking about, and that is like a yes or a confirmation to your question.
I have to take another call. I'm sorry. Can you repeat what you said?
So you think more or less estrogen means you're more or less gay?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna heat up some food.
I don't. It's like I don't think like a person that makes like a person that grows an extra limb doesn't mean that they're not human, or that they're more or less not human, bro.
Wait, but you said your son wasn't gonna go grow breasts because they're not gay. How does that make sense? Your son could theoretically grow breasts.
Well, I mean, clearly that was a joke, bro. But I guess what the
I was only trolling, guys. It was just a joke, guys.
Well, that was a funny joke, bro. I mean, it was clearly a good joke.
No, it wasn't.
So many people laughed, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was so funny that everybody was laughing their ass off.
I'm in a room full of liberals, and they didn't laugh at a trans joke. Okay.
Wow. You're just trying to...
I don't even get the punchline for that one. Like, what is it?
You said something stupid.
What's the punchline?
But the idea is that like only effeminate men would have that condition, or feminine men would have that condition. You know?
Yeah, no, but we understand we understand the concept, but we all think you just like fucked up and are trying to say it as a joke now.
So I have a question. Was that a joke, or was that you being serious this time?
It was a joke, bro. But I mean, if you need me to make
so what you just said was a joke.
Well, that was.
It's a joke. Why would you make a serious argument?
Is that also a joke?
No, well, you want me to? I'm not coping. I'm about to explain to you my position, right? I said it earlier too, but I'll just repeat it again. Like, I don't think if you're growing a third limb, that doesn't mean you're less or more of a human. I don't think that if you're born without balls, you're less of a man. You are a man. You just have you have no balls.
But that doesn't.
So you don't think? You don't think that they are?
So if my son was born with breasts, right, or born right with the ability to grow breasts, I don't think that I should go into like critical mode and try to reverse that. I think we work with the condition and try to make the best of it. And if we need to go to the route of using drugs to prevent it because it's literally going to kill him if he doesn't, like physically,
was that also a joke?
That is.